Okay, here we go. Now, in this document, we have the evidence domain set up right here that talks about the situation involving technological relationships. There's additional items that also deal with certain types of warnings and hardships and respective damage and dangers. For instance, when you list stuff effective, this one right here, this pertains to China. Okay, when you list things on domains, other people evaluate it. When people do copyright and patent searches, the way this is done is that one of the methods that you do is you check for domain site availability. And there's different stages of records. You have the permanent record when you buy the domain. That's a record. It goes everywhere around the world, in the relay system. And you also have the checking system. The checking system also connects to internet, where if somebody's getting a site, once they click it into an intent, basically the site is generally kind of frozen so that somebody else doesn't purchase it. You used to have something known as parking, where you can park a site for a while without deciding to purchase it. There's additional items of consideration. The search engine type statistics, many of these statistics are shared. Some of them are not shared, but sometimes they're shared on certain databases depending on what you're doing. And in other words, if you're a scientist or an inventor or an engineer and you're working at a company, in many cases they'll tell you to have meetings about things you want researched. You're advised to not necessarily just freely search for things, because people can get a list of what it is that you're doing and understand what you're working on. And this can tell them things like what progress level you can conceivably be at, respective to an engineering project. And this could be a 10 million, 50 million, more money involved in a project, where depending on the stage you're at, what you're searching for, that kind of information can be reverse checked. Someone can do forms of reverse logic engineering to understand what level you're at, which means people getting a hold of that information